Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again in Virtual Sailor Next Generation with something new. We are here with the Norwegian Bliss. So excited about this. This is our first Norwegian cruise here on the channel, and it was so funny because I was like, we're going to do Carnival of Valor or, you know, Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Seas. Those were going to be our next ones. Wrong. I saw this ship. Can't stop thinking about this ship. We're doing this ship. Then we'll get into the future ones. We have so much shipping content over the next, I don't know, 5 years that it's going to be for you guys with all the ships that we found. We have so many routes that we're going to explore, and we're going to be jumping around from cruise line to cruise line. Obviously, Disney's still going to be our kind of main center since we do have a very detailed Wonder, Wish, and Fantasy. You don't know about that one yet. But Norwegian Bliss. Just look at this. Let me zoom in with some binoculars here. We obviously got the beautiful whale art going down the side of the ship. She is massive. She is grand. The friggin' back and forth pretzel knot of a drop. That's awesome. Plus, I was able to update the lights. So we got rid of our teardrop silver pieces on the side, as well as we're able to get the lighting package that was on the Joy, in case you saw the spotlight video. This one now looks a lot prettier, which also means, because I don't think we have a late stop. I guess we do have late stops on this. We'll see one night. We'll see tonight. I'll make sure you guys get to see it while we're cruising out. But, yeah, so we're here in Los Angeles. Now, this is a very special spot here in Los Angeles because I've never left from this terminal. We are over here. We are over here at the Queen Mary terminal. We'll be taking a look at that for sure before we leave. I'm used to being inside. Now, why? I don't know. This is the one that it told me to be at. So that is what we are doing. Yeah, Long Beach. So instead of actually being in the harbor, we are just outside, which is great because this is also a much straighter shot to boop, 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 meow, ow. I actually preloaded all of our autopilot routes. I wanted to be able to show you our whole entire journey here on the Norwegian Bliss, and we'll show it to you right here and now. So obviously we're leaving from Los Angeles, which is very exciting. That's a first for us as well. Then we're going to have a day at sea. Then we'll be at Cabo San Lucas, so we're going to travel all the way down to Cabo, to here. We'll be there until about 7 o'clock, and then we go for our noon arrival here at Puerto Vallarta. And again, I butcher these names. I'm partially deaf. Bear with me. So we'll be there from noon to 10 p.m. Sorry, 8 p.m. Then we'll be going out from there. We go to Maztlan, which will be here. We have been there, I think, once with the Disney Wonder. I can't remember if you guys saw it or if I just did it. From there, we will come back out for one more day at sea before stopping at Ensenada and coming back to Los Angeles. So really, for a Mexican Riviera, this is going to be a great 7-day cruise. And like I said, this is the first trip that we'll be taking with the Norwegian Bliss. I think we have 4 others on the horizon, and that's just for the upcoming years. So that's very exciting. Let's put the map away. Let's take a little walk down the pier here. I know I really shouldn't be here, and I'm setting the world's worst example. But it is nice to be able to see. Plus, Los Angeles, beautiful weather, as always. I'm going to hop down over to this pier here before we go to board from the Spear, that I like to call it. I have never been there. I want to be very clear. I didn't even get to see it. Since we came out the other side, I didn't even know that I should be looking, because this is technically from Long Beach on the side. So that's been very interesting as well. I'm used to being at the cruise center for the Los Angeles piece. But yeah, so that's really interesting. I'm actually popping that up really quick. What do you call this? You just don't tell me what you're called. You just say Carnival Cruise Terminal. All right. Well, I know more than Carnival just leaves here, but still. Fighting, losing, everybody. So we're leaving from the bubble today. I'm actually going to climb to the top of the bubble. Look at that. The Queen Mary. Good for a static option, though. I'll tell you that. Let's take a little drone shot here. Obviously, this is her set up as a hotel. And, of course, we've got the submarine as well to be able to visit. Look at that. That's so cool. This is so cool to be able to have for the backdrop of our departure today. So, Yeah, I'm noting that in my memory bank. So good, so good, so good. Well, let's climb on board the Bliss, shall we? And let's see how we kind of got things set up here for us. All right, up here on the main deck, obviously, taking a look around. Looking amazing, looking fantastic. Very excited about this trip. Wanted to be able to show you guys, but I like being also able to switch up where we are and what we're doing. I just wanted to see if this was moving. I've had trouble with AI craft in here before. Of course, you got the Queen Mary sitting there. Compared to this behemoth is just mind-boggling. Now that I'm on the ship, I'm actually going to want to use my scroll wheel here. Again, we got things playing here. We will have a little bit of a sail away party here in just a little bit. Nothing super crazy. You know, it's not like Disney. There are parties, but it's really it's a freestyle kind of feel for this voyage. So let's head on down to the bridge. Again, remember there is not a detailed bridge on this vessel. So we will be cheating a little bit, and I'll show you what the camera angles are going to look like here. We've got the one that's going to be in the front of the ship so I can watch the bow, which is right above the bridge. I am actually using the bridge wings because those are very important. Then, of course, number 4, we're out here on deck. Now, it should be a pretty straightforward departure today. Again, very light wind, very light, kind of everything. I wonder, is it light enough for me to add waves? Yeah, you drop us down to 30 frames a second. Is it noticeably 30 frames a second, though? Yeah, it's noticeable. It's a bummer, because we get 100, 200 plus without it. But, c'est la vie. An easy pull out, and head right out to the ocean. Should be a good time. Muster drill has already happened. People are filled with their first meal here on board. Let's get ourselves ready to head away from the dock. Again, this is an Azipod system, but unfortunately, it's missing my bow thruster once again. So I will be going to panels, grabbing the twin. Ah, you messed me up, didn't you? Yeah. I hit P before I closed it. Going up. Twin. Close. Thank you so very much. Alright, so we're docked. We are here. I'm going to actually drop the lines. All lines have been dropped. Unfreezing us. We didn't go flying off into the night. That is always a win. Going to give ourselves 30% in the bow thruster, about 20 in the rear, just to push us away. I think these were lighter bow thrusters than we're used to, which is fantastic. That's what I want. I want something that's more realistic for our push away from the dock. Maybe too light. No, I guess we're going. And that's what I like. I like that it's got a slower build to it. But as we depart, we're going to let the harbor know that we're heading out. Goodbye, Miss Queen Mary. You are beautiful. We'll see you in 7 days. Let's get up here on deck. And let's sound the horn, shall we? All right, with three chimes. Sorry, I didn't even notice there was stuff on the deck. Man, I feel like we're flying out of here. I just didn't have much more to say. I could talk about Los Angeles a little bit, but I'll do that on our way out. But we are pulling away from the dock. 3 sounds of the horn as we head off to sea here from Los Angeles. Let's actually kick you up to 36 and you up to 40. That'll do. I just want to make sure we keep pushing away from the dock. Again, very light wind. I just want to make sure we don't have any issues as we go. Let's pop back down to the bridge, at least the wing. Everything's looking good as we pull away from the dock. I could talk about Los Angeles a little bit, obviously in the city and the parks. I love Universal Los Angeles, well, Hollywood, I should say. A completely different experience. Do it if you get a chance. But from there, the dock, I can't really remember too much about. I've been there once with Disney. I'm gonna give us a little bit of speed. Once with Disney, aboard the Disney Wonder, as we did the Panama Canal cruise in 2008. Excuse me. That brought us back to Port Canaveral, actually. So, like, I remember that from years gone. Okay, fine. I won't pet you, jerk. All I can tell you is that when you leave from this dock over here, one of my favorite things about it is you get to be right next to this beautiful green bridge, which I'm a huge fan of. It's just I like bridges. Bridges are a great marvel of engineering, obviously very important for infrastructure, but you got to kind of go through all of the container areas, which were just really cool to be able to see. Really industrial feeling, obviously. But I remember we had great weather, and it was the first time that we were going to be leaving from somewhere and not coming back. So I kind of tried to soak that in as much as I possibly could, just to be able to always remember that. Ooh, why do you do that? You try to zoom in and it loses its mind. Alright, I'm going to turn off the bow thrusters for now. Oh, actually, can I leave the bow going? I just want to point a little bit more. I'm realizing I don't like my placement of my camera up here. I wonder, can we put you down? Well, I mean, I could put you anywhere, but how would you feel if I dropped? Oops, let's go up a little bit. Repeat, readjust, there. Let's actually do that. Where are we? We're right underneath the bridge? Yeah. It gives us a little bit better idea of where we're going. But I hope you guys are having a good day. I know that I am. I'm very excited for this journey. To give you a little highlight of what's going to be coming. Every Carnival ship, every Costa ship, in good detail. An amazing Disney fantasy. We've got Rob's Disney Dream, which is still awesome to drive. I'm hoping that Alex is going to make eventually the Disney Treasure. We've got a handful of MSC ships. We've got Norwegian Joy. We've got almost all of the Princess ships. We've got a lot of shipping that is going to be coming your way for a long time. I'm probably going to be putting out a video, 2 videos a week, odds are, of cruising content because you guys like it. I love it. So I can't complain at all on that. This is also one of the best things about some of these large ships is that you would have the ability to actually come out here and stand on the bow. That's a win. That is a win-win-win-win-win situation in my personal opinion. Hop over to the wing. Just want to make sure before I do any sort of turn, because I do want to turn us a little bit. I want to make sure that we're far enough away from the dock. But yeah, look at us go. Looking grand. I want us to get a little bit more into the shipping lane. Kind of come straight and turn and out. Okay, you are one of the ships that likes to turn like crazy. Oh, did I not save my view? Nope. Okay. Well, let's fix that. Why am I struggling so much to find views? Thank you. Yeesh. Up just a bit. Oh, that's why. That makes sense, actually. Not saying it's right, but it does make sense. Also, as you can see, we got our little flippity-floppity flag. That's the best way that I can call that. Here, up on the bow, we also have... I can't find why one of these won't work, but we do have another flag right here. That will be changing for the different destinations that we go to. And, of course, we do have the Bohemian flag right back there. One of the things I actually wanted to look at here was, do the flags act as sails as we're leaving port here? Nope, they don't seem to be. And we got no extra bits or bobs of hidden fun things. So there we have a bunch of ships that actually have a bunch of things hidden in them coming up. So that's pretty cool and exciting. But yeah, so goodbye, Los Angeles. You've given us beautiful weather today. We've been able to kind of walk around the grounds, be able to take it in, learn about this ship that we're taking out to sea. And yes, we did do a test drive with it. We did do a test docking. It's going to be interesting. That's the thing. Some of these places that we've gone to, I've only come to with like a small ship like the Disney Wonder. So it's going to be super exciting to be able to go here with some of these large ships that we're going to be able to do. And the weather's supposed to be beautiful. Like right now it's 64 degrees. Now to some people who might be native to California, that's very cold. To me, who is here in New England, where it's 38 right now, which is unseasonably warm, where I've got the window, I kid you not, cracked open. I'm loving this 65 degree weather. Let's pop down here as we get ourselves out to sea. I'm going to want to make sure that I give them some sort of announcement because I want to let them know what this journey is going to be. Like I said, we've got a great day at sea tomorrow. Looks like we're going to have some great weather for that. Then we're going to be arriving to Cabo, which is a tender port at 4:11 a.m. and we'll be there until 7 p.m. So we got a nice stretch there before we head over to Puerto Vallarta. And I want to make sure that we give them the best possible journey that we can, because I'm very biased for the Disney ships and the Disney experience, but I want to be able to learn about Norwegian. Like I want to, I don't know, immerse myself in this experience. So I'm going to try to do some research on some of the things that could be on the ship, such as like itineraries and things like that. I think that could be a really good time. Let's see, so we're getting ourselves turned a little bit, doing about 9 knots on out of the port here. Let's see, I want to make sure we gotta kind of wrap ourselves around this pier here. I want to do it cautiously. This is a much larger opening than I was expecting up here. But I want to make sure that I'm giving ourselves plenty of space to make any adjustments that we might need to. I remember leaving with the Disney Wonder from Los Angeles. We actually did have to do a slight bend and turn. And that was because we had some jet skis that kept on trying to get closer and closer to the ship. And they were kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? They were kind of fighting the Coast Guard on that. They were trying to run away from them. So the ship did make a quick jerk just to make sure we didn't crush anybody. You know, it's things like that. Looking good and clear. I'm going to start swinging us here as well. Sorry, I realized I got a little distracted of reading here. So they got themed parties, and there's stuff that I really want to try. Like I kind of want to try their discos, their silent discos. Those seem fun because I'm not really a social person. So if I keep my own headphones on and not talk to anybody except possibly my wife, that's a win for me. All right, so we're up to about 10 knots. Does not feel it. And like I said, an easy out, and it's going to be an easy in as well. So our return here will be just as exciting. Obviously, we'll start from outside of the harbor, coming in. But yeah, it looks like on here we've got the nightclub for adults only around 9, and we've also got the Cavern Club performing this evening. Our main show on board this evening is comedy with Adam Roberts. Neat! So we'll have to keep that in our head as well for our main theater entertainment. So I was reading this. The show that's on board will actually be ending in February this year. This is very interesting. Ooh, actually, are you moving? Why do you go in the wrong direction? So let's see. You're good, you're good. All right, well, we are going to be heading out to sea now. Really? I'm pretty sure Danielle pulled in, which, let's be honest, this is perfect timing, because we got our time here. I know this one feels short, but again, this was a relatively easy departure, but I'll see you in the morning, well, in 2 mornings, I should say, for our arrival into Cabo San Lucas. But I did promise that we'd be able to see it at night, so as we get ourselves out to sea, I'll make sure you guys get to see this beautiful ship lit up at night. But that's going to do it for this one. Yeah, I'll say goodbye when we're out there at night. We'll see you guys in a couple hours, probably. Sun's still pretty high up in the sky. We'll see you guys soon. All right, I promised it, and here we are. Excuse me. We're on the beautiful Norwegian Bliss here this evening. We're pulling away. We're about 18 knots right now, cruising through the Pacific before our beautiful day at sea, and we have left Los Angeles behind. But look at this ship, all lit up, looking beautiful. Everybody's kind of enjoying tonight's activities wherever they may be on board. Movie night is going to be tomorrow night, so you guys will probably miss a little bit of that, but we will have 2 movie nights on this voyage, so that's pretty awesome. But I wanted to be able to also show you guys the lit up funnel. So nice. Now, we did get rid of the teardrops that you wouldn't be able to see during the daytime, but they do still kind of drop on the sides like that. But overall, loving it so very much. But I wanted to be able to show you guys this. Next time you'll see us, we'll be getting ready to pull into Cabo after a beautiful day at sea. But I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one. If you enjoyed what you saw, we do try to get a video out here on the channel every single day, and I really do appreciate your continued support. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.